the town hall speech.
This is not a violent revolution. We are peaceful and we will be successful.
July 2021. The government, they had just locked down the construction industry for a week. Many people I knew couldn't work unless you were vaccinated. This protest came up. So I'm a journalist. I'll be covering it.
No mandatory vaccines. No vaccine passport. End the lockdowns. Free the people.
People are coming in dribs and drabs, and the police are arresting everyone. Then what happened was a lot of people arrived from the train, and that's when we started to reach critical mass. Speech cost me $30,000, but that's okay.
No way.
They tried to throw me in jail for 6 months. They visited my house 9 times. They set up a strike force after this protest. Why is it we're spending $40 billion? I think we need an audit.
What do we say we're spending it on?
We say we're spending it on closing the gap. I interviewed an Aboriginal guy because they are pissed, brother. He said that $40 billion, it's not going to Aboriginal people. It's going to white people. So let's make that clear. That's what he said to the camera. He's right. It's going to bureaucrats. It's going to lawyers. It's going to people that aren't Aboriginal and they're falsely claiming to be Aboriginal.
Why is there not more uproar from the Australian people with all these fines that came out? And then all those years later, after inflicting all that pressure on us, it's unconstitutional. How is that not spoken about?
Well, Australia is, people are very apathetic. They're not born with a flag in their hand.
Would you say that Australia's a nanny state? Welcome to the MVP podcast. Our next guest is no other than Joel Jamal. Welcome, sir.
How are you, brother? Good to be here.
For those of you that haven't tuned in before, MVP podcast is all about business, entrepreneurship, ambition. Joel has come in with a political slant. This is the first time we've brought someone in where the main focus is going to be politics, but I've been watching his journey over the past 5 to 10 years. We went to the same school, and he's not afraid to speak his voice. He's not afraid to attend protests, lead marches, interview politicians, and has made a name for himself at a very young age. So despite it being a political leaning, I think there's a lot of people that can learn valuable lessons about what tenacity and backing yourself and being confident, not being afraid to speak your truth can ultimately bring. And Joel, it's a pleasure to have you, bro.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So why don't you introduce yourself to everyone?